Name of the city, Mr. Fernando. When I left India on 25th September and I returned back on 11th March. I've satisfied both the basic condition as well as both the additional condition during previous year 2023-24. Therefore, my status will be resident, ordinarily resident. So I couldn't satisfy or fulfill the condition as per Income Tax Act 1961. I failed to satisfy the first basic condition. Warm welcome to 5th Sem BACHELOR. The subject we're discussing Income Tax 1 and Unit 2, Residential Status and Incidence of Tax. In this session, we're going to determine the residential status of an individual as per Income Tax Act of 1961, and we'll come to know the actual how they're going to determine for the purpose of tax calculation of individual person status for the purpose of only income tax calculation and not for other purpose. The status what we are determining is only for the income tax purpose and not for citizen of India. I am Professor Rajesh L.R. from Department of Commerce and Management from Vidhyaashram, First Grade College, Temple of Excellence, MYSURU. In previous session, we have solved 2 problems, and in the current session, again, we have taken certain problems to make you people to understand the concept very easily and make you people to get full marks in the income tax on residential status concept. Let us step into the third problem in our session. Previous session, we have solved 2. Now we are solving the third problem here. I am Mr. Fernando, where I left India for the first time on 25th September 2023 and I've returned back to India on 11th March 2024. Thereafterwards, I was in India only. So it says that when till 24th September, I was in India only from my birth. So I've never left India and I've never went outside from India. This is the first time I'm moving outside India on 25th September 2023. Name of the city, Mr. Fernando. When I left India on 25th September and I returned back on 11th March. So during previous year 2023-24, so we have totally 366 days we have here. So in that, I have to stay in India for a period of 182 days or more during previous year. So for that, when I left India, 25th September 23, and I returned back on 11th March 24. So this is the date of returning back. Now, in the month of April, 30 days, I was in India. In the month of May, 31, I was in India. June, I was in India. July, I was in India. August, I was in India. September, up to 24th, I was in India. October, I was not in India. November, I was not in India. December, I was not in India. January, I was not in India. February, I was not in India. March 11th, I came. So 21 days from including 11th March. Including 11th March, I was there for 21 days. Now 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 170, 177 days. 177 plus 21. So totally I was in India for 198 days. So in India I was 180 days. So it is nothing but my stay in India, it should be 180 days or more during previous year. So it shows that when I have satisfied my first basic condition without any hurdles. So what is my second basic condition we have here? So I have satisfied my first basic condition for staying more than 182 days. My second basic condition, it says for me, I should be stay in India for 60 days. I've satisfied half of that basic condition. The second half of the basic condition, 365 days in 4 preceding previous year. That is nothing but 2022, 23, 21, 22, 20, 21 and 2019. 19, 20. In this total 4 years, my stay, it should be 365 as they are saying. So I left India for the first time on 25th September. So I've stayed here 365, 365, 365 and 366. So it is more than that one. So I've satisfied my basic condition. What is my additional condition we have here? 730 days. It is more than that one. I've satisfied my first additional condition, and I should be a resident here for 2 years out of 10 years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of this 10 years, my residential status should be resident for 2 years. So I was in India only. So I'm a resident, 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 resident. All the 10 years I was a resident. So I've satisfied my second additional condition also. I've satisfied both the basic condition as well as both the additional condition during previous year 2023-24. Therefore, my status will be resident, ordinarily resident. So what is my status for previous year 2023-24? It will be resident status will be resident, ordinarily resident. Let us take the next concept here from number 4. Rafael Rose. My name is Rafael Rose. I left India on 25th July 2023 and I returned back on 8th March 2024. So now we have to check that one, whether I'm going to satisfy both the basic condition as well as both the additional condition. Now, what is my name here? First we have to write here name of the assessee. Name of the assessee. Name of the assessee is Rafael Rose. Date of leaving India. Date of leaving India for the first time on 25th July 2023, date of returning back to India 8th March 2024. So during previous year, we have totally 366 days. Out of that, I had to stay in India for 182 days or more. When I left 25th July, when I returned back 8th March 24. So in the month of April, I was in India. May, I was in India. June, I was in India. July, 24 days I was in India. August, no. September, no. October, November, December, January, February. I have returned back on 8th March, means including 8, it will be 24 days. So now 30, 60, 90, 110, 115, 115 and 24, 139 days. For how many days I was in India? 139 days. So I couldn't satisfy or fulfill the condition as per Income Tax Act 1961. I failed to satisfy the first basic condition. So I couldn't satisfy my first basic condition. What is my second basic condition? I should be for 60 days. So I'm more than that 60 days. I should be a 365 days in 4 preceding previous year. That is 22, 23, 21, 22, 20, 21, 19, 20. Out of this 4 years, my stay, it should be 365 days. So I was in India 365, 365, 365, 366. So I've satisfied my second basic condition where I couldn't satisfy my first basic condition. What is my additional condition we have here? I should be stay in India for 730 days or more during 7 means 18, 19, 17, 18 and 16, 17. In this total 7 years, I should be in India for 730 days. So I'm more than that 1 year. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2,100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 420, 135. So I was in India 2,555 days. So I was in India for a period of 2,556 days. I was in India. So it is only 730 days where I satisfied my first additional condition. And next, I should be a resident for 2 years out of 10 years. That is nothing but 2015, 16 and 14, 15 and 13, 14. So I was in India 366, 365 and 366. So my status will be a resident, 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 resident. For all the 10 years I was a resident. So I satisfied my second additional condition also. So in this problem, assessee is satisfying one basic condition and two additional condition. Assessee is satisfying one basic condition and two additional condition. Therefore, residential status will be a resident, ordinarily a resident for 2023-24. So, if he satisfies one basic condition and both the additional condition is a resident, ordinarily resident. If he satisfies one basic condition and any one additional condition, then is going to become resident, not ordinarily resident. In the upcoming session, we'll take some more problems and we're going to solve and we're going to learn and understand the concepts. Thank you to all 5th Sem BBA students. In today's session, we have taken two different concepts of resident status and where we have understood how to determine the status of an individual. In the upcoming session, again, we're going to take different concepts and we're going to learn the resident status determination as per Income Tax Act of 1961. Thank you and namaste again to all our 5th Sem BBA students.